Chris Paul finds Ariza, angles into the alley, he finishes. Fans breathe a sigh of relief. They stood for nearly 4 minutes here before the 13-2. Wishful thinking. Here's Paul from the left wing, bottom.
Maybe it's a premonition.
I hope it is.
Okay.
Space above the three-point arc. Now Paul. 3 for number 3. And knocks down the 2-ball.
Well, it's going to take some forced turnovers, a little bit of pressure on the basketball.
30 though, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a strong 30 to only get 4 from the free throw line.
Sure.
A stronger 30 than he usually gets.
When you lead the league and made free back to avoid Martin. Paul, no look to Landry for the lay-in. And the foul.
Defensive rebounding, leading the fast break opportunities is what's getting the Hornets back in the game. You know, you play good defense, you contest the shot, you get out, you run, and Chris Paul will find you. Nice fast break. Chris Paul, a great pass inside to Landry. Landry, the great finish underneath the basket.
Scola picking up his first personal. There's the man of steel.
Great.
Chris Paul has help, and Ariza knows what to do with it.
Chris Paul, as a defender, not only playing hard, but playing smart. Look at the distance between the handoff. Enough for Chris Paul to get between the two offensive players, steal the ball, and he knows he's got a teammate running. Trevor Ariza finishing over the top.
Chris Paul's league-leading to the intellectually and developmentally challenged citizens of the area.
Chris Paul with the sleeve on the left leg. He's showing that he can make the jump shot once. He puts up the J. The second time he puts up the jump shot. Then you see Chris Paul find his teammates to assist underneath. But this is where he's the greatest. Timing the steal, getting the fast break going, dropping it off for Trevor Ariza over the top with the dunk. Chris Paul 3 of 4 from the field, 3 assists and a steal, getting it done early in the first quarter. And believe me, his teammates, the Hornets need him to, but you know, you want Aaron Gray to take his time. He's got a size advantage. He doesn't have to rush underneath. Second chances. No teams can you give a second chance.
Smith from Paul for 2.
That's a big shot. That's a big shot. He's got a
grin of the Hornet head coach. Then a run led by Chris Paul as the Bees scored 13 in the next 15. Chris Paul, the man of steel, got the big dime.
Ironically, Bob, the benches that have scored the most points have been on the losing teams. Yeah!
Look at Jason Smith.
Jay Smith.
Skip pass deflected by Ariza. Jarrett Jack has it. Hornets on the break. Paul lines up the 3. Bottom!
That's big. Transition three-point shot.
11 straight. 5 seconds left. Rushing front court. Finding a shooter. Jarrett Jack. Bottom!
Big play.
0.3 of a second to go. That's it. For the pull-up. Long 2. No. Rebound Paul. 5 seconds left. Rushing front court. Finding a shooter. Jarrett Jack. Bottom!
Big play.
3. He didn't have to speak his into a microphone, but you can read it on his face.
Go from Slick Rick to Sick Rick.
Chris Paul delivers his 13th.
Well, that's a good sign for Chris to start rush it back. You don't have to. There's not a shot blocker out there.
Turnover. It's 2-on-1, but that one is way behind the pack, and Chris Paul taking advantage, and he's got 15.
Well, that's what the Hornets do.
Finds Scola. And off the give and go, it's turned over.
I don't know if I'd admit it if I were you. Got it.
3-on-2 break, then Ariza finishes, and we have our very first tie.
Great idea, actually.
Paul, 3 for 2. Bottom, and we're tied at 63.
One play at a time. You get back in it one play at a time. And you win that way, and lots of times you lose that way.
Nice screen by Okafor. Bellinelli for 3, and the first Hornets lead.
Well, the difference in that shot and the one he missed, he was shooting with moving into the shot, stepping into the shot in the right ball.
Blow by on Lowry, who fouled him, and the basket.
And I think the Houston Rockets were waiting for the Hornets to set a screen and roll. You see Chris Paul, no screen comes. Lowry backing up, looking for the screen to his right. Chris Paul beats him to his left.
Miller ball fake. Key line lane strip. He was stripped. Hornets a 4-on-3 break. Paul, Jarrett Jack, 3-ball, bottom.
Chris Paul knew where to go. He had 3 guys he could have passed to. He wanted Jack to take the 3.
Double-double for Paul. 15 off the pine for Jack. Fans on their feet at the Hive, and a timeout for Houston. Hornets certainly knew where to get that ball in transition to take a 3-point lead. Jarrett Jack again draining a crucial three. An 8-2 Hornet run. Double-double, 10 rebounds to go with his 14 points. Here's Paul, turns the corner, banks it off the glass and in, and he glared at the Houston bench as he gives the Hornets a fans enjoying the best point guard on the planet with a huge bucket to give the Hornets a 4-point lead and try to put the Hornets in the playoffs. For 2 free throws.
Yes, Chris Paul. Apropos. That is apropos. Talk to your fans.
Urging the fans who are already on their feet to make a lot more noise.
Talk to your fans, Chris. Apropos. Way to go.
Well, Chris Paul will apparently fall 1 rebound shy of a triple-double, but he'll take the W instead.
Well, maybe he'll throw this one off the second one off the rim and go get it. I doubt that.
27th point. Chris Paul now 6 out of 7 at the free throw line as the Hornets are about to lock up one of the 2 remaining Western Conference playoff spots.
Tony would say, it feels good.
Enjoy this moment, guys.
Yes, indeed.
But I'm right in the middle of all the high fives and chest bumps by CP. How does it feel? You got that clincher going to the postseason.
Man, it feels great, man. This team, we done worked hard all year. You know, we can't celebrate too much because we still got work to do. But it's a good feeling knowing that, you know, through all the adversity we've been through, losing our guy in D. West, we still found a way.
And the climb that you guys had, I mean, a rookie coach coming in, the frustration from last year, as you mentioned, the injuries to get back to this point. Well, a lot of people didn't think you'd be here.
Yeah, you know, it's been a long time coming, you know, but I'm happy for our coaches, for our fans that stayed the course with us, came out and supported us, but most of all for our coaches who come in every day, believe in us, and work hard for us.
Chris, I got to ask you about how you got there tonight. It felt like you guys played 2 games, the way they started this game, to have to crawl back, but talk about what kept you in this game.
That first quarter was almost a joke, you know, especially knowing how important this game was. We were disappointed in how we came out, but we fought back. You know, that's one thing about our team. We have a lot of resilience, and we never give up.
There are players on the team like yourself, like Trevor Ariza. You've been to the postseason before, but you have players on the team that haven't been. What will you tell them now that one of your goals has been met, that you're going to play some more?
That it only gets tougher from here. You know, and Mecca Okafor is a guy that's been in this league, 8 years, never played in a playoff game. So I'm happy for Mac, happy for David Anderson, but like I said, we still got work to do.
Well, Chris, I know there's some more games in the regular season, but it's a pleasure to say we'll see you in the postseason. Congratulations.
Oh, yeah, feels good, too.
Congrats, Chris. We appreciate it. CP3 helping lead the way, and indeed, high fives all around. The Hornets win, and indeed, as the side says, they're in. Fans are on their feet. We'll have plenty to talk about, plus locker room reaction, and hear from the head coach on the postgame show.